Hey guys, it's Saran Ellen here, and I'm a health and wellness coach for women. And today I wanted to talk to you about a well-known topic that a lot of us experience and a lot of us are really fucking good at, which is procrastination. First, I just wanted to share with you what I've been experiencing over the past week. So like I said in a few other my live videos, I really want to start to get vulnerable with you guys and just share my journey, because from that space I know that I can truly help everybody who is on the same journey as myself or experiencing similar attributes. So the past week, starting at about Wednesday last week, so a week ago today, I stopped my live videos and I stopped a lot of my posting on Facebook, and I started to feel really sorry for myself. And this was from my procrastination. So ever since I was a child, I thrive off procrastination. At school, I would leave my assessments to the last minute, and I mean the last minute. My parents would continuously be on to me, and I would go, yeah, I'll be right. I'll get it done anyway. And that came down to my procrastination skills, which when we get to the last minute of things, our panic mode kicks in, and we tend to just get shit done because, you know, you've got that deadline there. So yeah, ever since I was a younger girl, I've always procrastinated, and that's part of my story. And I know it's a big part of a lot of other guys' stories as well, especially in the millennial, the early 20s to early 30s. Procrastination is definitely a big thing because, you know, we've grown up with social media becoming a big part of our lives. We've grown up with TV, ads, everything that you can think of. The world has invented, and we then use that as a tool for procrastination. So the last week, I've really wanted to start to create some amazing content for you guys, but I haven't been, solely out of fear of judgment, fear of failure, and and just guilt. And all of this comes down to the procrastination. And it's a vicious cycle. So my subconscious mind would start to tell me, no, Saran, you're not good enough. You can't jump on live and share your story. You can't jump on live and share the content or the value because you're going to fail. In the past, you've failed. This is no different. Just these bullshit stories that I keep telling myself. And from my counselling session yesterday, my beautiful counsellor told me that I need to at least set myself one task a day to commit to. And that's what I've done. And I'm on live. So it's just a bullshit story that you're telling yourself. So what I really wanted to jump on today is to at least help just one person through what I'm about to share to overcome your fear or get at least one task done today that you've been putting off for a day, a week, your whole life, or, you know, an intention that you set yourself that you were going to do in 2017 that you haven't done yet. I want you to do that today. So what happens with our thoughts is our subconscious mind starts to tell us this bullshit stories, and then we start to feel guilt, and we start to feel really overwhelmed, and it affects our sleep because we've got all these things going in our mind from either guilt or a big list that we write ourselves. I'm a very organized person, so I have lists everywhere around the house, which is also, you know, I'm setting myself up to fail just by doing those lists. Lists are really good as long as you know that you are going to commit to those lists and you're not setting yourself up to fail. So especially people who suffer from anxiety as well, procrastination is a well-known, I guess, aspect in our lives. So when we start to feel or experience anxiety or nervousness or overwhelm, or the adrenaline is released into our body, we don't want to approach that feeling, or we want to try and put that feeling away. And to do that, that's where procrastination comes in. So, for example, on Sunday, my anxiety was through the roof, and I created exactly what I was feeling on Sunday. From Wednesday, when I had started to procrastinate what I wanted to do, then I started to lose my mojo. I started to lose my motivation. I stopped exercising which then made me feel like shit, and then I created a guilt, and it's just an ongoing pattern. So on Sunday, it all just hit rock bottom for me, and I just had this massive anxiety all day, and I didn't want to feel that feeling, so I would procrastinate by being on my phone, on Facebook for an hour, 2 hours. Everybody does it. Facebook is a freaking addiction, and it needs to stop, because that is just another form of procrastination and self-sabotage, that you're not approaching the actual feeling that you're feeling. So back to procrastination, and why we do it is we're either trying to avoid a feeling, for example anxiety, or we're trying to avoid failure, self-judgment, self-sabotage, or just stepping out of that comfort zone. So the one thing that you can do today to overcome your procrastination, some people don't suffer from procrastination, it's just set up in our genes or the way that we've grew up in our childhood, which is awesome. Other people like myself are true hard-born procrastinators, and we can use that as a strength. So my strength from being a true hardcore procrastinator is having that panic mode at the end, when we have that deadline. So for example, I posted half an hour before this live video to do a 1 p.m. live video about procrastination. So I put that out to the universe, I've kept myself accountable, and here I am. And there's nothing to worry about, because I'm sharing my story and I want to help everybody overcome this shit thing called procrastination. And it can be done. So the one thing that you can do to overcome it, or just take baby steps, is instead of writing yourself a list of a million things that you want to do, for example, you need to go to the dentist, you need to go service your car, you want to meal prep, you want to go shopping to meal prep, you need to buy lots of water bottles to drink healthy, you need to buy a new water bottle, the list just go on and on and on. See how that creates that overwhelmingness? Even just me saying that makes me feel overwhelmed. So I can't imagine how you feel when you're creating that list. And that list is so simple. So what you need to do is write down your list if you're a list writer, or think about the one thing, the number one priority that you need to do, or the one action that you need to take that is going to get you towards your goal. It's just like if you want to build a beautiful house. That house isn't just going to pop up overnight. Yes, there is the pop-up houses now, but they fall apart in a couple of years. Okay, so you want to build a beautiful, stable house that's going to go through a tornado, go through hell and back. That house needs to have one brick laid, one after the other, to build that house. Okay, it's just like your life. You need to take steps every single day to create the life that you want to live. If you don't change the way that you are doing things, then you're just going to be stuck in the same daily routines, and it's just going to be a vicious cycle. And if you're like me, you've identified already that it is a vicious cycle and you need to do something about it. And if you're like me as well, you haven't been doing anything about it. So it's really important that you commit to yourself today, just one task. All I'm asking is you do one task or one action that is going to get you towards your goal. Whether that be weight loss. Okay, if your goal is weight loss, what is the number one thing that you need to do today to get you towards your goal? It could be, what's the time? Making up extra lunch, so cooking extra lunch if you're at home, so that you've then got lunch for the next 3 days. So you're keeping yourself accountable. It could be saying to yourself that I'm going to commit myself to 30 minutes of exercise this afternoon. It could be that I'm going to call up my friend and organise a run or a walk or a workout in the park. So you're keeping yourself accountable. Whatever it is, I want you to keep yourself accountable by posting it in the comments below. What you're going to do today that's going to be a stepping stone to get you towards your goal. Because you can't keep putting you off. It's really important that we fill our own cup up first by doing self-love, practicing gratitude, all of that stuff, and overcoming procrastination. Okay, because procrastination is self-sabotage. All it is you're self-sabotaging yourself. Yeah. You're creating that guilt, and you are just continuously going in that vicious cycle. And I know how it feels. I've been there. I'm still, every single day, I choose to wake up. I choose to do one task that I know is going to light me up. It's going to be a sense of achievement. It is a priority, and it's going to make me feel good when I do it. And it's going to get me towards my goal. Okay? So write that in the comments below. Keep yourself accountable, and I will personally message you tomorrow to see if you've done that. That's how committed I am to you guys. That's how much I want you to achieve in any goal, any health and fitness, any health and wellness goal, even if it be service your car, book your car in for a service. Anything that you've been putting off, write it in the comments below. I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and I hope that that has been some value to you and you can finally overcome that procrastination. Another thing that I want to mention is that sometimes procrastination is a good thing, because it is our body telling us that it's time to take some time out for ourselves. But it is important that you allow yourself to sit in that procrastination. For example, you're going to watch Netflix or you're going to sit on your phone. I want you to enjoy that time that you're procrastinating. Enjoy that time. Okay, because if you're not enjoying that time, then you're going to continue to run these subconscious beliefs. You're going to continue to self-sabotage yourself in your mind that I've got to do this, I've got to do this. Why are you doing this, Saran? Hurry up and get off the TV. You're procrastinating, and you're not going to enjoy it, and you're just going to create such mental fatigue from talking to yourself in such a negative bullshit way. Okay? So you're either enjoying taking time up for yourself and not doing anything, or you're going to be taking action to overcome that. Alright? If you guys have any questions, pop in the comments below. Otherwise, please post in the comments below what you are going to commit to today to overcome that habit of procrastination that you've been sitting in for a couple months or even years. Alright, I believe in you. I love you all, and I hope you have a beautiful day.